the last years were very interesting and had a very big attraction to the gaming community, we thought, okay, let's try to even emphasize this environment and to make this more vibrant and give this gaming community an event where they can network and talk about it.
We have had 7 people today at the event, and I hope that my partners, our members, did some good connections for new business. This is less important for LU-CIX itself, but more for my members.
Gaming in 2009, when I left office, was not part of the game. No one talked about gaming at the time. When we were confronted with gaming at the time, it was when we saw our kids playing PlayStation or Nintendo DS. We were at the time struggling with the vocabulary, not really being able to make the difference between gaming and gambling. Now, Luxembourg has established itself as a European gaming hub.
One of the key points is also to dramatically lower customer acquisition costs, increasing engagement, and building sustainable viral communities. So that's why it's so important. And the point is to take the best ideas, best technologies, best concept of games, loyalty programs, or behavioral economics, to use them in a new exciting way for the traditional business.
If you use Facebook for your private life, you at the same time use it for your gaming life. And when you are mixing both, you never know what kind of access your games has to your private life. And the thing is, if you share your private data, don't forget that it's usually shared with advertiser, and it's, I think, a good practice is to not use your general account for using games. Keep a clear separation between your gaming life and your private life.
When we looked at the play-to-win gaming market, a €1 billion market, we realized that nobody was offering a service for mobile devices, leaving a €200 million potential market without any competition. And that's why we decided to create Jaxspot, the first play-to-win gaming service for mobile devices.
Some games require to pay something. So for example, you have to pay elements in the game, or you have to pay a subscription fee. And some are using well-known techniques like PayPal and so on, so basically the same security measure should apply. So use a specific strong password, be aware of phishing links and so on. But some games are using new techniques to pay. Being in a gaming fair, it's quite important to know what are the trends and what are the new games coming on the market. Which kind of techniques that are used and what are the risks of using those techniques.
We want ICT to push forward our economy, and we can push forward our economy by and via ICT by promoting especially connectivity on one hand, that's infrastructure, on the other hand, trust in our data, trust in our companies.
To pay with our application, you say, okay, I want to pay with Flashiz. There is a QR code that is appearing on the screen. You scan it with the application, you confirm the payment, and it's done. You can pay on the internet. This is why we are here, because gaming activities are important and they make money through the internet. And with our application, you are able to pay on the web, in stores. You can send money to several from peer-to-peer, and you can pay your invoices as well.
We recommend sometimes that people use virtual credit cards. So they don't use a real credit card, but they use a virtual credit card to pay for a specific game. So like that, they limit the risk of having their bank account compromised.
Games, it's really like capitalism on steroids. So much has changed over the past years, and that change seems to be accelerating. All you have to do is rewind maybe a little more than 10 years ago, and if you're a developer, your decisions were, okay, I'm going to make a game for PC or console. Retail is my only distribution outlet. The whole app ecosystem has really accelerated the adoption of games by a larger segment of customers.
How do we know if somebody is addicted to computer games?
If he loses control, if he loses social context, if he doesn't go to school or doesn't go to work, if he is tired every day. And these are the signs which point to an addiction. The virtual reality is a reality too. So people lose their real life and search themselves in the internet.
So you need to find users and keep them entertained, develop new content essentially every week, and make sure you develop a game in 3 to 5 months maximum, faster if you can. And then keep that team going and keep players playing for 1 or 2 years and eventually spending money. So it is our way to run the business, and it's what we believe in is the future of gaming.
Latency is still very important for online gaming companies and for the gamers. But in Frankfurt, it is also a good location. Frankfurt is also in the heart of Europe, so the latency is also good there. But what we can say in Luxembourg, and this is well known, not only on IT, but also on banking and in general, we have a culture of security. We are focused on quality and security. Come to Luxembourg, you have latency and security, both is perfect.